Hey guys! Let's see today what you have to do after the ship has arrived in port, and you are going to keep a cargo watch. The cargo watch on deck is usually performed by junior officers. If there are only third and second officers on the ship, the cargo watch is 6 and 6 hours. If there is a fourth officer, it may be 4 and 8 hours. Sometimes the chief officer may also carry the watch. It depends on the country, but in most cases cargo operations start only after the port authorities have completed all formalities and stevedores have been allowed on board the ship. In fact, your duties at the port start already with the preparation of the gangway. Sometimes it can take time and the authorities may refuse to board the ship if it is not fully prepared. Sometimes you can even get claims if the gangway is not safe enough. Therefore, it is necessary to check if the crew has prepared the gangway correctly, if the gangway safety net is properly rigged, and if the gangway does not stay on the pier but hangs down, if there is a safe distance between the gangway and the pier for boarding, or if not, if there is a securely fastened safety gang board between the pier and the gangway. When the gangway is ready and the agent and port authorities come aboard, you must meet them and escort them to the ship's office to meet the captain. When the formalities have been completed and the authorities have left the vessel, the master may inform you that free pratique is granted. You may lower the yellow flag. Stevedores are allowed on board. If the authorities have left and the master has not said anything, check with him whether stevedores are allowed on board and whether the yellow flag can be lowered. In some ports, such as Chinese ports, cargo operations may start immediately after a vessel arrives, even if she is not yet fully moored. At large container ships, stevedores may board the ship not by gangway but by gantry crane in special stevedoring cages, or on a gantry spreader. In any case, whether the stevedores boarded by gangway or gantry crane, you or the gangway watchman should report to the chief officer. Stevedores on board. The watch crew usually consists of an officer, a gangway watchman, and a duty AB. Check that the gangway watchman has a visitor logbook to record who has come on board and to keep track of the number of stevedores entering and leaving the ship. The chief of the stevedores is usually called the foreman. It is with him that you should communicate if any issues arise during cargo operations. In some ports there is also a lashing foreman who is responsible only for lashing. The same there may be just lashing men or lashing stevedores, who cannot tell you anything about loading. But let us assume that there is only a foreman and stevedores. Although stevedores usually have all the necessary equipment to remove lashing from containers, and they have information about which bays must be unlashed, the following requests may be done by them. Where's the bar? Or, where's the spanner? This refers to the bar for unscrewing the turnbuckles. Usually there are several bars stored on the gangway for this purpose. Show me the cargo plan. They want to check which bays need to be unlashed. This plan is usually given by the chief officer to all members of the watch crew. Where is the tally room? The tally room or tally office is a room for tallymen located usually on the main deck near the gangway. There is usually a seat and a table and also a toilet. Some stevedores just have a rest there. Open hatch covers. If part or all of the ship's hatch covers have cleats, those that are to be opened in accordance with the discharge plan shall be opened in time. Unplug the reefers on bay 58, or disconnect the reefers. The foreman or the person in charge of the reefer containers usually asks. So guys, with all of the above in mind, you as an officer should get enough copies of the discharging plan from the chief officer for at least yourself, the duty AB, and the gangway watchman. Make sure that bars, if available, are ready for the stevedores. Confirm with the duty AB that all cleats on required hatches are open. Check or confirm with the duty AB that the requested reefer containers are unplugged in time. There should be a port logbook in which the officer should make notes on cargo operations. Thus, the following activities and their times should be recorded, e.g. gangway readiness, authorities on board, stevedores on board. Thus, when the containers are unlocked and unlashed and the stevedores start unloading the first container, the time should be noted. An entry should be made in the port log and a report should be made to the chief officer. Cargo operations commence. Let's talk about that in the next part. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.